So we arrived in Lhasa, and I decided I was going to bike back to Kathmandu. So I hopped on a bicycle to embark on a 1,200-kilometer bike ride, riding here under the Potala Palace, where the Dalai Lama used to reside. Started out on pavement roads and then changed to the dirt. You can see the prayer flags on my bike there. And always being concerned with my health and safety, I got the best respiratory protection I could buy in Lhasa. But as you can see here, it didn't really work so well. And traveling on roads like this, we definitely needed it. But the funny thing is, when you're biking at altitude, even a thin mask can feel almost suffocating, so you can see what I did with my protective clothing here. I was not so good. This is Gyatso La Pass. It was 38 kilometers of riding uphill, starting at an elevation of 4,200 meters, with road signs like this. So that when I got to the top, I felt like this. This is about half as much oxygen available to me as is available to you at the moment in this room. And so when you go to that elevation, you get stupid. Here's your quiz. There's something wrong with this picture. What's wrong with the picture? The flag is backwards. Indeed, when you go to those kind of elevations, when you've ridden 38 kilometers and you're dehydrated, you get impaired. You get stupid. Or as we say here, you're some stunned. So I knew I was impaired because I was sitting there going, which way do I hold the flag for the camera? I don't really know. So being like you, always prepared, I hedged my bets and shot it both ways. And figured I'd figure it out when I got back home again. If you could read this sign, it says turn left for Everest. So I did. And I'm sure in your work, there's some days when you think it's all coming together, everything is going as it should, you're on top of your game, and then you get a slightly bigger picture. In this part of Tibet, the road builders were paid by the kilometer, so they wanted to get paid pretty darn well. Came to this intersection where I got to choose between being in a loud ditch or the Pearl Peak Supreme Headquarters. That sounded a little better, so I turned right, and this is what I saw. You are looking at the north face of Mount Everest from the Tibetan side, about 12,000 feet, 4,000 meters or so of mountain face, the tallest freestanding mountain face in the world. Pretty famous view. And while I was there, I had the sense that that gall darn fish was doing it to me again. I wasn't so scared about the climb at that point, but I was terrified of the fundraising. Because I'm actually a fairly shy, private human being, but I knew that I was going to have to step beyond my comfort zone. I was going to go beyond where I was comfortable to actually get back to the mountain. And I'd gotten smart enough. I figured out how to hold the flag on the first take that time.